And the same thing applies to men. You have boys, then you have young men, then you have husbands, then you have fathers. A boy, his glory is his strength. That's why all of us sitting here, when we were in our early teens, we fought 1, 2, 3 person. Every day you go out to play, either your face is swollen or your head is swollen. No matter how spiritual you are, you must want to show your masculinity. Somebody speaks, you say, is it me you are talking to? No, I must get back to you. I must show that I'm a man. That's a boy. When you grow from there and you become a young man, you begin to think responsibilities. What do I need to do? You take responsibility for yourself and you take responsibility for others. That's what makes you a young man. That's the sign that you are growing. If everything about you is you feel fight, you can defend, you are a boy. You need to grow to a level where you take responsibility. So somebody can offend you. Instead of fighting to show your masculinity, you take responsibility for peace. Because you have grown from a boy to a young man. And then you move from there, you become a husband. When you become a husband, you migrate from taking just responsibility to loving sacrificially. That's what God sees before he allows any of his daughters to be committed to you. But many times, God is telling his daughters, don't go there. That person is still a boy. But they say, no, I love his chest. God is saying, wait, let him metamorphose. He has not become a husband. He is still a young man. He wants to prove that he's strong. So when you are quarreling, although you are the one who is right, he will slap you to keep quiet. Because he wants to show that he's a stronger person. So that's a boy in marriage. Because he's a boy and always wants to show his masculinity, he is self-centered. So he wants to take everything that you have, including your dignity. And he thinks it's by oppressing you that he shows that he's strong. So you can never have a reasonable conversation with him. His ego won't let him. He's a boy. You tell him the truth, he becomes angry for 2 weeks. And that anger is not anger. It's his ego trying to intimidate you. Because the only time he's comfortable around you is when you are like a fowl that is beating under the rain. He needs you to be fidgeting for him to show that he's a man. But he's a boy. He has not grown. But when he becomes a husband, everything about him is to love and care for you until he brings out the best in you. So when you want to marry, you need to discern what stage the brother is and what stage the sister is. If the sister is still a lady, leave her alone. You will marry a feminist. She will show you that authority means independence. She will destroy that home and she will not even have compassion. She will be so selfish, she won't even care about the children. As far as it's concerned, what makes her a woman is her independence. Because that's the level of maturity she has attained. Until you find a wife. That's why we don't find ladies. They say he who finds a wife. A wife is one who understands that her strength is her submission. And a husband is not a man who is strong. A husband is not a man who has the capacity to take responsibility. A man can pay house rent. A man can buy cars, but he doesn't love you. He is still very selfish and self-centered. Everything he's buying is to show you that he has arrived. So he has 5 cars. It's not because he needs them. He just wants his ego that is driving him. And he will see you. He will dash you a car. He doesn't love you. He wants everybody to know that the lady he's dating is driving a Jeep that he bought for her. So it's about he. The day you touch his ego, you will know that he doesn't care about you. So you must make sure the person you are going into a relationship with is a husband. The word husband means gardener. It's somebody who can care for the flower, nurture the flower until he brings it out. It's when wife and husband find themselves that marriage can take place. And that's what this scripture is showing us. It said wives, not ladies, not girls, not women, wives. It says submit to your husband, because it is wives we find, it's not ladies we find. Many are looking for ladies, many are looking for girls. If you find a wife, they say you have found a good thing, you have obtained favor from the Lord. And if you have found a wife, is now giving wives instruction. Ephesians 5 verse 22. Or let's do 23. It says, submit yourselves unto your own husband. Hope you are seeing this scripture. It didn't say submit to men. Because many persons try to control women. And they say, no, women are nothing in society. They are beneath men. That's not what the Bible teaches. The Bible didn't say women are not anything in society. The Bible didn't say women should submit to men. It said, wives, submit to your own husband. Follow the Bible. If you want another person's wife to submit to you, you are looking for trouble. If a woman is your boss in the office and you show up with your traditional mentality and say, I'm a man, you will be fired. There's no law anywhere that women submit to men. Wives, submit to your own husband. It's Africa that wants to usurp authority over women and intimidate them. Don't carry African mentality into life. Follow scriptures. Verse 23. And you see the way he puts this. Wait. He says, as unto the Lord. If you see a man who you cannot submit to as Lord, please don't marry. These are the things they are not telling people. They are telling you, marry your friend. They are telling you, what's the quality of a communication like? You can communicate very well. I saw a clip recently. They went to the altar, and when the priest was reading, he now read, and I will submit to him as Lord. The lady said, come on. We didn't discuss that before now. We didn't discuss what? No. We've got to look at this. We've got to reveal this. What do you mean? They are reading Bible. How did you come here? Said no. Because submitting as unto the Lord means everything about you is submitted. Your body, your name, your money. There are many people who think, well, they can submit their body, but they can't submit their name. Some think they can't submit their money. It's only a harlot that gives her body for money. If you can give your money, your body, then you don't own any other thing that you can't submit. And in case you don't understand the context, he said, whatever you consider submitting to the Lord to be, he said, translate the same to your husband. So God will judge the quality of your submission to him in the quality of your submission to your husband. You can quote 1,000 scripture about submission. The way God will check if you have understood submission as a wife is the way you submit to your husband. Because he said the way you submit to the Lord, he said that's how you submit to your husband.